Sundown, you better take care. Sundown, you better take care. If I find you've been sleeping round my back stair. I was going to say,
wrong?
no, it was right, but I was going to sing sleeping round my back stair. That seems wrong. Don't sleep on stairs. Nobody should do that. You got to be pretty down and out if you're sleeping on the stairs.
Keep some of the rats off you.
Ooh. Rats go on stairs, don't they?
Oh, probably. I don't know.
Oh, God.
Just trying to think positive.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Julie, for showing up. Hi, cat. Cat. 2 cats. We got cats in the house.
Smash!
Yay, Charlie got notified. Woo woo. Oh, cat says rats climb.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes that.
So, yeah, sleeping on the stairs will not save you. Everyone says hello, Michelle.
Hi, everybody. Hello!
Hello.
In the Julia Child voice. Hello!
Yeah, remember when everybody used to think he sounded like, what's her name?
How?
Yeah, Powell. What's her first name?
You know.
Yeah, I don't know. What's her name? Dang, nabbit.
Release the Kraken.
Yeah, the Release the Kraken lady. Who knows what her name is? Barbara says hi.
Hi, Barbara.
Yay, we're glad you're here, Barbara. Blanche, there are rats in the basement. What?
Wait.
Julie says hi, Mrs. Doubtfire. Yeah, you so sounded like Mrs. Doubtfire. Hello. Kat says it too. Hello again, Kenneth Goodrich. We're gonna heal you with laughter and fun in the sun as it goes down. Look at all those pots. That's a cool place. Okay, well, we've got a weird cloud thing coming over. Look at that.
Got a little cotton candy over here.
Yeah, it's like but the cloud itself is so strange looking. Sydney Powell, thank you, Julie.
Thank you,
Sydney
Julie.
Powell.
How could we ever
Finally,
forget?
finally, somebody.
I'm going to release the
Kraken. Yeah, when is she going to release the Kraken?
I don't know.
I am still waiting because you know that's a real thing. And you know she was not full of crap. And you know why she pleaded guilty. And why they all plead guilty.
Wait, they dropped their case.
She also pleaded guilty to
She
something.
did, but then they dropped their case when Trump got reelected.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Beach Report. And look how beautiful it is out here.
They were going after billions of a private citizen.
Yes, they were. They were doing horrible things. Okay, we've got a really nice sunset. This is going to be monumental. I'm going to open my window. It's going to be a really pretty sight. Get ready. Hi, Tate. Yay. See, I'm glad we went on when we did because now everybody's going to get to see, first of all, going over San Carlos Bridge is amazing. And, you know, here's the other thing. It is coming up on 4 years since Hurricane Ian, and it's like still kind of raw. Still feeling it. Looking at the empty lots here that you see right now. Homes that were destroyed, but so much rebuilt. My BFF from Dallas is in Fort Myers Beach right now at her son's. Yes, we're in Fort Myers Beach. Thank you, Tate. Look at that. Wow. See, Barbara, you can tell them you're here too. Like you can see the Gulf of America and the sunset over the Gulf. Look how. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Everything. Look over here. Look over here. It's such a beautiful drive Look over here. Oh, beautiful. Oh, I remember you said a tree fell on your house. That is crazy. You know, what are the chances that a tree would fall on your house? But it happens. And here we are in beautiful Fort Myers Beach. And sunset is, I think, happening like right now, maybe, or very soon. We'll be driving into it. The weather's gorgeous. It's warm. What's the temperature? 91? Wow. Well, there's always a breeze at the beach.
Well, and the sun's just now setting.
Right,
Change
yeah,
really
exactly. The
quick. You're right.
chimney is
The breeze
30,000.
changes everything.
Yeah. Yes, the breeze changes everything. So this building we're passing, it was gutted. It was literally destroyed. Like the one behind it, that's what it looked like. You can still see the remnants of the hurricane all around. But things that are fixed are amazing. Hey, Marco Polo. It looked like a literal war zone. And some places it still does.
It's a bit spotty.
Yeah. Yes, it's spotty. But Fort Myers Beach is a resilient community of amazing people who love this area. So it's coming along. You still see lots of construction. I think if you're gonna buy beachfront property, this might be the place to do it.
Yeah, it's gonna be all brand new.
Oh my gosh, right? Better than Colombia or Venezuela.
Yeah.
Robert, I live in Florida. Hi, Jeff. We're going to see the sunset after party. I mean, we're technically seeing the sunset right now, but I think it's going to be on the clouds, and we're just going to watch the after party. We're going to go check out the waves in the Gulf of America. Da, 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 da. Cup of America. All right, this is actually the end of Fort Myers Beach. There was always a beautiful little park here. It's called Bowditch Point Regional Park, and it got really destroyed in the hurricane, and they still really haven't rebuilt it. All right, I'm jumping out of the car. Everybody thank Michelle for the ride.
You're so welcome.
You're so welcome.
Goodbye.
Hello, Fred. We love Fort Myers Beach. Very, very special place to me. Thumbs up, man. Oh, how beautiful. You can see the hurricane damage to the park buildings here. But it's still very, very beautiful. So are they really doing that change time thing that they're not going to do it? Is that real? I hope so. I don't think it's good for us to always have to be changing the time. And, you know, it tells me the time isn't real. Because if it was real, you couldn't change it, am I right? The sand here is super fine. Oh, look, the pirate ship. There's always a pirate ship that goes through here. See it? And the sun has already gone down. Lots of people out on this beautiful summer's eve. Fort Myers Beach. We're looking westward towards Sanibel and Captiva Islands. Wow. There's always weddings on the beach at sunset. Did he sign it into law, Duke? Is it really a law now? No more daylight savings? Hallelujah. I can't wait to see what that's like. Okay, everyone's saying yes. Very cool. Oh, we're still waiting on the Senate. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Yeah, I run on my own internal clock too, Kat. I'm on God's time. And I was wondering if I'd have a good sunset tonight. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Yeah. Look at that. Still requires Senate and then the president's signature. Look at that. Look with the sailboat. What a scene. Thank you, Tate. Oh, this is one of the most beautiful sunsets. All right, everybody's up to date now on the time change. Look at that. Look at the tiki boat racing. Going really fast. It's not the Panhandle, this is Fort Myers Beach. Live at sunset. Never seen any UFOs ever in my life. Aliens maybe, UFOs no. Aw, Kat, it's so sad that they can't do what's right for this country. I'm going into this water right now. Oh, it's warm and beautiful. Yeah, TDS is so stupid. Bigfoot saw me, but no one believes him. Good one, Jeff. Yes, this is super picturesque. Especially that sailboat going through there. Gorgeous. It does look like a river next to the ocean. It is a river next to the ocean. Look at this. Look at these colors. And it will never look this way again. Oh my gosh. Wait till you guys see this. It's like a river of gold. It is seriously 360 degrees of perfect, beautiful most amazing sunset I've ever seen. And it's hard to believe that the sun is over there. God never disappoints, right? Look at this. Gorgeous. Making me look good, right? But my favorite part is this. Look at how this river is like it's a golden, it's a rose gold. Just so beautiful. That's a cool cat. I haven't been in Arizona in decades. But I sure do love me some West Coast sunset. We're just taking a little stroll by the Gulf of America. Everyone loves my hat. I figure if I found, well, I didn't find this hat, Donna did, but if I've got the magic hat, I'm gonna wear the magic hat as often as I can. I know you will, darling. You take the best screenshots. Look at that. So beautiful. Thank you, Barbara. So this hat comes from a company in Victoria, Australia, and it is called Wallaroo. And it's actually a really well-known hat. Donna found it at a thrift store for probably like under $5. And it's an expensive hat. Lucky me. You kicked yourself out. Why don't you tell us about yourself? Yeah, what's with the Jew comments? I don't know. It's a little scary when they start asking about being Jewish lately because there is so much anti-Semitism, but I'm not ashamed to talk about it. Everyone on this show knows that I was adopted as a baby, that my biological mother gave me to the Jews, and they made me Jewish. And I was raised Jewish. Whoa! Oh my God, there's a crazy lightning storm over there. I just saw the craziest lightning. Did you guys see that? I don't think I had the camera on there. I have really never seen a sky like this before in my life. This is amazing. This is Fort Myers Beach. And there is, I don't hear any thunder, so I know the lightning is very far away. We take lightning very seriously here in Florida. Actually, just last week on a beach, one of my favorite beaches in Siesta Key, or south of Siesta Key, called Nokomis Beach. lost one of their lifeguard stations when lightning hit it. Now, something else going on right now is that it smells very bad here. Like fish, sewage, yuck. Thank you, Jeff. You know, Jeff, you can join the Beach Report, only $3.99 a month to be a member. And all members get the option to become mods if they so desire. And we would love to have you, Jeff. You would be a great addition to our members group, which is growing fast. Keeping my eyes on this storm because some of the lightning I just saw was really pretty amazing. Yes, Joyce has a very good point. Please call your senator 202-224-3121 and tell them to pass the SAVE Act immediately. Everyone should be doing that. Can you believe the color? Look at this. The Gulf of America changes color right there. Look at that. Can you even believe this? That is one crazy looking storm. Thank you so much, Tate. Dolphins too. It does. It smells really bad, but it's gotten a little better right now where I am, but when I was walking through, it smells rank. And if it starts making me cough, well, that's red tide. And I wasn't aware that we had a red tide situation over here. But it sure smells like we do. Look at all these birds. If you call your senator, ask for a response by mail or email. Great advice, Kat. Thank you. Yes, that does look like a vicious storm brewing. But when I saw the lightning, I did not hear any thunder, so I'm sure it's quite far away. Probably down in the Florida Keys right now, if anybody wants to look on their weather map. Maybe they can tell us where that storm is. But it sure did look crazy when the sunlight hit it. Now look at this over here. Now we have a whole new sunset situation. This is the gift that keeps giving. So I noticed that the lightning was not close enough that I could hear thunder. If I had seen that lightning and heard thunder, you better believe I'd have gotten off the beach very quickly. They have to respond if you request it, but only your senators or Congress representatives. Thank you, Kat. I think I heard not long ago that someone got struck by lightning on Fort Myers Beach and died. It happens. It does happen. It happens all over the Florida coast. Lightning is incredibly dangerous here. And that is a big storm over there. And you can see how it's formed too. It really does look pretty serious. But it is not anywhere near here. 89 degrees, okay. No radar with it. Look at that. Now the whole sunset is shifted back over to where the sun actually is on the west coast. That's just a gorgeous scene. Yes, that's true. Lightning is dangerous everywhere. But for some reason, people in Florida seem to get hit by lightning more than other places. Maybe because we're always outside. I don't know. Isn't that beautiful? We've had a pretty busy day on the beach report today, haven't we? We saw alligators in the Everglades. We learned about the ecosystem of the Everglades. And now we are in beautiful Fort Myers Beach. We don't call it the beach report for no reason. Hi, Mimi Winch. Yes, God is so amazingly awesome. And Mimi, if you really love a good sunset, then I suggest you watch this show from the beginning, because this sunset is non-stop. And we have been watching it morph for 26 minutes, almost 27. Actually, that gator was pretty small in comparison to some of the big gators I've seen out in the wild. I think it was a teenager gator. And it was a gecko that hopped in my car, and no, I haven't found him. So I'm thinking either I have a pet gecko or that gecko gonna die. No two ways about it. But I just figure if a gecko jumps in my car, then I have a pet gecko. Because whatever, geckos are cute. Just saying. Anyone know how to care for a gecko? I don't really want to care for it, but it came in my car. He hitchhiked with me, the gecko. So it's just a gecko. As my daddy would say, don't worry, they don't eat much. Who else's dad said that? I'm totally grounding, Jeff. I am in my bare feet in the sand, grounding as hard as I can. You know it. Yes, if they eat bugs, they're welcome to live in my car. I don't want any bugs in my car. I'll take a gecko over a bug any day of the week. Geckos are cute. No gecko vets. I don't think there would be a vet just for geckos anyway. Wouldn't that just be a veterinarian? Or an ornithologist? No, those are spiders. Look at that sunset. Still giving us beauty. It never ends. Ooh, this storm looks even crazier now. Oh, the spotted lanternflies are horrible. And I understand they make a kind of a paste on your car. Did you know that? You gotta watch it. They lay their eggs on your car or on a tree. And they're super hard to kill. I know, I looked it up, Kat. When I was up there, I was horrified by those lanternflies. And they are creepy looking. I will not give it mouth to mouth. Oh my God, Darla. And it's like the size of a penny. It's this small. It's the smallest gecko ever. It's a baby. Hi, Jessie. We are catching one of the most spectacular sunsets I've literally ever seen in Fort Myers. This is a really good one. This is a top 10. Dawn dishwashing soap kills them, or neem oil. All right, but do I want to kill the gecko? Like, I feel like I don't. I feel like if a gecko hitchhiked in my car, that I am now friends with a gecko. That's what I think. Iguanas, I don't see any, but I'm sure they're here. We have a lot of iguanas in Fort Lauderdale. I don't see so many in Fort Myers, though. I'm sure they're somewhere. Look at that. So that's a huge storm over there. But here, it's just lovely. Don't kill the gecko. No, I already named it Gecko. I mean, that's his name, so. I don't like to kill little critters unless they are ants or flies. I'll kill ants and flies like nobody's business. I don't want to kill a gecko. But he's on his own. I'm not like gonna feed him or anything. If he eats bugs and there are bugs in my car, he's welcome to eat the bugs in my car. I hope there are no bugs in my car though, so I kind of hope he starves, just saying. He wants to unalive the lanternflies. Well, if he stays in my car for the next month, then, you know, I'll take him up north and see what he can do. It is summertime. He can live for a while. The sky is changing so much. I feel creepy when you say that, Jessie. Her pedoculturist is who cares for geckos. Don't let him die. No, I won't let him die. I won't hurt him. No geckos or any animals. Again, ants and flies, exceptions. And mosquitoes. They can all die immediately, but the rest of them, no. Okay. Yeah, how am I going to send you a gecko? Thank you very much, Jessie. I appreciate that. That's how we do it. Anyway, welcome everybody to tonight's amazing sunset beach report here on Fort Myers Beach. Voila. Thank you, Catwalk. Everybody loves my magical hat. It just doesn't stop here with the colors. And I'm just turning around and around, and it changes and it morphs. Just beautiful. Hey, Mac Daddy. I'm glad you have no fear. And I'm glad you're here, but you missed the early part of the sunset. So please, I would say everybody needs to go see the very beginning of the sunset show, because this is like nothing I've ever seen before. So beautiful. And it keeps changing and morphing, and it's different every minute. See that? Look at that. Look at those colors. And then over here we've got this great big storm. Just looks crazy. Hello, Eric Gallant. Prince Edward Island. Is it this beautiful, Eric? I'm sure it's a lot. It's a beautiful in a different way, right? It changes. The face the same, just it changes. Thank you, Jessie, so much. Thank you, Tate. There is a storm moving center north. Okay, well, I don't hear any thunder, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. And I'm not going to let it bother me tonight. And I'm going to stick here on this beach until these beautiful colors fade. Did you know that when you look at the colors of the sunset like this, It's super good for your eyes and good for your skin. And it's a different kind of vitamin D that you get. I mean, it's all vitamin D when you expose yourself to the sun. But somehow the sunset in the cones of your eyes is really helpful and beneficial for you. And I personally have found that my eyesight is so much better than when I first moved to Florida. I don't need to wear glasses anymore. Yeah, the big man upstairs always knows what he is doing. Red light therapy, exactly, Kat. People pay a lot of money for this. Aw, thank you, Jesse. This is natural. You know, you can get so many benefits just from going outside and being in the sunshine. People pay so much money. Look at that. Look at how the sky is like, there's like a little break right there. It's so cool. All from the rays of the sun. And the color change. Tree frogs. What do they sound like? Goo, goo. I hear a beat. Goo. How sweet just to register emotion, jealousy, devotion. Rays from Ray, exactly. And really feel the part. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I could dance and be merry. Life would be a king of dairy if I only had a heart. Oh, I can tell you why. The ocean's near the shore. I could think of things I never thought before. And then I'd sit and think some more. I would not be just a nothing. Wait, look at that. That's a lighthouse. See the lighthouse? I would not be just a nothing. My head all full of stuffing. My heart all full of pain. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I would dance and be merry. Life would be a king of dairy if I only had a brain. No, Ray like my husband, Alexandra. My husband passed away almost 4 years ago. And we were supposed to be right here that week on Fort Myers Beach. Right here. Instead, there was a horrible hurricane called Hurricane Ian. And my husband didn't die because of the hurricane. He died from cancer. However, because of the hurricane, we were not in a house on Fort Myers Beach. We were in hospice because of Ray's cancer. And we were in a place called Lehigh Acres, far enough away from Fort Myers Beach and this horrible hurricane that I was not harmed at all. And my husband waited. Hi, Betty. Betty, your book went out today, by the way. Anyway, I was not here on Fort Myers Beach with my daughter, who rented the house that was destroyed in the destroyed in the hurricane. That house was destroyed, and we were in hospice. Hi, Jerry Holly. Thank you, Kat. So I'm always so aware of how Ray saved my life from a horrible hurricane and lost his. Yes, Betty's getting her book. She should get it next week. Plus a special surprise. You were there, Kat. Many of you were there with me while Ray was dying in the middle of a hurricane. And I will never forget the kindness that you all showed me. Hello, Ashley. How are your little babies? Are they busy? Are they keeping you busy? The games are just beginning. Look at that sunset. Look at those colors. Just unbelievable. And it's weird how we see this one really bluish tint just kind of coming down like a, that's a ray. That's from Ray. That's the trouble with Florida. Beach and sun, but hurricanes. Cali, sunny and bright, and earthquakes. And fires. Don't forget the fires, Alexandra. I'm not worried about the hurricanes. I mean, yes, I saw one of the worst hurricanes ever in Florida's history come down on this island. And I watched it happen. I'll never forget the day after the hurricane and people were coming into the hospice and saying things like, there's sharks swimming in the middle of Fort Myers, the town. They were saying things like, my house is gone, my house is underwater. A lot of people lost everything. And a lot of people lost their lives. They found them in the trees, right here in Fort Myers Beach. Barbie. Oh, that's cute. I'm hearing the beach insects, bugs, and searching in my den for the bug. You mean you were hearing that? It sounded like a cicada or something. She won't find it. It's on the beach. You have a week to prepare for a hurricane, 10 minutes for a tornado. Oh, that's true. Man, that looks crazy, doesn't it? That one ray coming down there. That's a ray. All right, well, and there's our storm. Looking pretty crazy. All right, everyone, you can see it's getting really dark here on the beach. So I'm gonna hop back in the car with Michelle. Thank you for spending this time with me, enjoying this amazing sunset. The sunset. I'm gonna walk back. All right, you guys, safety's an illusion. Be adventurous. Be happy. Be friendly. Be cautious. I love you guys. So we'll see you on tomorrow's beach report. Ciao for now. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Love you, Barbara. Look at that. Wow. I'm sorry, I'm not leaving yet because I just can't get over this. It looks like a tornado. It's much brighter in my camera, or I mean in real life, than it is in my camera. But I never saw anything like that before. That looks crazy. It's like a spotlight from heaven. There's kind of another one over here. Wild. All right, you guys. Good night.